Hi there, fight fans. My name is Kian Lang, and I'm very happy to say that I'm today joined by UFC Welterweight Sam Patterson. Sam, how are we doing today, mate?
I'm good, my man. I'm always good. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Oh, thanks very much for joining me today. Obviously, we last saw you in March at the Apex. I think the best performance of your career, the biggest win of your career over Danny Barlow. How do you look back and reflect on that fight now?
Yeah, my next performance is always my best performance. So yeah, every time I fight, I get better and better, and that's proven. Proofs in the pudding. You can see in my fights, I'm just getting better and better. And yeah, it's a shame that fight was in the Apex. That would have been great in front of like 20,000, but it is what it is. I got to fight again in the UFC, and yeah, getting the win over Danny Barlow, an undefeated prospect, was definitely like a great achievement at the time.
And it felt like going into that fight. Obviously, you were, I think, a slight underdog going in, but it felt like a lot of the talk was around him, and a lot of the hype was around him. This undefeated guy. It felt like a lot of people thought he would just run through you, despite your great success before that. How good did it feel to go out there and prove a lot of people wrong that night?
Yeah, I don't really listen to I don't listen to a lot of like all the the fans and stuff like that. Everyone has a favorite, and it's easy to um like choose Danny Barlow. He was undefeated, isn't he? He's never lost before. I've lost before, so it's easy to be on the side of him. But if you look at the people I've lost to, if you look at my record and the people I have fought, you'd be stupid to underestimate me. And I feel like that's what he done as well. Which because I don't really follow any of the stuff up to it. I'm just so focused on myself and Danny Barlow, whoever I'm fighting. And leading up to the fight, yeah, I weren't focused. But when I look back after, I see all the stuff, and I'm thinking the worst thing you could do is underestimate me, and underestimate anyone. If I not just me, underestimate anyone in that cage. And I feel like he did, and he paid the price. I've done it once in my career, and I paid the price. So yeah, I just like proving my team and the people around me right, not the people wrong. I don't really care for proving people wrong. Whether I'm number one in the world, you're always going to have haters and people hating on you regardless. So it's about proving the people that know I am that good right. That means more to me.
Yeah. And you mentioned there the improvements that you made in the fight. I mean, it goes back to the Kiefer Crosby fight for me as well, where you faced off against a brilliant boxer who was really technically sound, and your striking looks so improved. And then we saw last fight again, you get this huge knockout. How much work is going in the gym, and how good is it to see these improvements that you're making in the striking, especially?
Yeah, like that's what I find funny is when I fought in Brave, everyone was calling me a striker, and all these grapplers were trying to take. Everyone was saying I was a striker. Now I'm in the UFC, everyone thinks I'm a grappler, and they're like, "I'm saying you're making improvements in the striking." I'm a complete martial artist. It just depends on who I fight and what I get like the finish by. I'm a complete martial artist. I can strike and grapple. I don't favor one area at all. Um, Obviously, if I'm fighting like a certain style, if I'm fighting a striker, it's good to grapple. But at the same time, I can strike. I can mix it up. I don't think I'm a specialist in one area. I'm just very good at putting it all together. And it's showing in my performances. Everyone's saying that I've been making improvements in my striking because I'm a grappler. I'm not a grappler, but I like it. I don't mind it at all. I let people talk, and the more wins I get, the more people I finish. They'll equal out, and people will start understanding I'm a complete martial artist.
And you mentioned before as well. I mean, how difficult was it going from, I think, three pay-per-view cards in a row, these huge sold out arenas, going to the Apex where, I mean, the atmosphere is the complete opposite. How difficult was it for you?
It's not necessarily difficult because I've been at the Apex before when I've done the contender series. It's just different. It's actually there's pros and cons to it. I said this before the fight. There was pros and cons of like um, the intimacy of fighting, like with no crowd. Just like you hear everything, every punch, every like footstep, you hear it all, and it just feels a lot more intimate. But then there's obviously negatives to that in the fact that we do this to fight in front of fans, in front of crowds. The whole kind of arena feel is also a pro. So there's pros and cons to it both. I obviously definitely don't want all my fights to be in the Apex. I definitely want them in the arena. But yeah, one here and there isn't too bad. So it's nice to get in there and get it done.
Yeah. And I think something that's been talked about a lot with you as well is throughout the fight, you're stoic as anything. Your face doesn't change. Your excitement levels doesn't change. You're so focused and so locked in. But even once you get these finishes, it's like a split second of celebration or whatever, and then it's back to just calm. How are you so calm in the middle of what is essentially a war in there?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I feel like a lot of times people go crazy and it's like they're shocked they've won. I've done all the work to win. I'm not that shocked, and I'm quite reserved anyway. Like I don't get too high, and I try not best not to get too low as well. I try to stay in the middle, but it's the same with like I'm on a 3 fight win streak now. I'm trying not to get too high with it because you wake up with a loss. So I try to stay balanced throughout my whole entire life and everything I do. Don't get me wrong, I am happy inside, and I'm more happy when I see my team happy. Like me performing, and I look around and see my team how happy they are. That brings me happiness. I'm not surprised I beat this guy, and anyone that I faced and I've beat before. Um, I more get down if I was to lose because I truly believe I'm going in there to win. I'm not going in there to take part. So when I win, I'm pretty chilled out, and the fact that I'm not shocked. I've just done what I was meant to go do in my head. So
Yeah. And you mentioned your team there, Team Crossface. How much help is it going into a fight, and how much confidence does it give you working with such an incredible group of guys?
yeah, good. They've been with me my whole career, to be honest. They've been obviously I started when I was a lot younger, but the bulk of my actual career, like obviously having amateur fights and figuring out, I wouldn't class as a career. I was when you start earning some money and you actually are full time in this. Um, they pretty much raised me from a kid. I was only a kid, so yeah, they've seen the hard work I put in, and they've also put the hard work in because I know I put in a lot of the work, but without them, I wouldn't be here today. So it's great being on the journey with them and all the way to the top, you know, like as far as we can take it. I'm loyal is probably my biggest attribute is I'm loyal to the team. I'm loyal in life. So yeah, all the way as far as we can go with this. I believe I've got the right people around me that have my like best, what's this like, they've got my best like, best interest at heart. So that means more to me than people around you are with you because you're winning. If I lose, the team lose. Like we lose together, we win together. So that means a lot more to me than just being part a name and like a number in a room. So yeah, with David Lee and the team he's made, they've it's more than just a team for martial arts as well. Like he's made my house that I've just moved into. Most of this place is being refurbed and built from the people from the gym. Like everyone in their aspects that have got like plumbing companies and stuff. Like without Dave and the team he's made, a lot of my life wouldn't have fell into the place it has, and that doesn't go unnoticed from me. I'm grateful every day. So yeah, all the way to the top. If I win a world title, it will be with Team Crossface.
That's incredible, man. And obviously looking forward this 3 fight win streak, 3 fight finish streak as well. I've seen a lot of people mention that they would like to see on the International Fight Week card, UFC 317. Is there a date you have in mind, or how soon would you like to get back in there?
I've been itching to go since the last one. I'm not going to lie. It's just being held. I don't know what's going on. I'm not. I've been seeing the International Fight Week card, and I'm on it. And I'm thinking, does everyone know saying I don't? Because I ain't training for a fight. I'm training twice a day, and I'm getting better, and I'm making improvement. I ain't training for a fight right now. I'm just in the gym making improvements. So unless everyone knows something I don't, and they send me a ticket saying you fight next week, I am not fighting on International Fight Week. I have no fight date. I'm constantly in the gym, just making improvements, and I'm waiting to go. I don't know what the hold up is right now, but my management are talking with the UFC, and hopefully we get something sorted out soon and a date locked in. Because at the end of the day, I don't get paid unless I fight, so I need to be fighting and making money and keep this streak alive, you know, and keep my name in people's mouths. Because if I fight every 6 months or something, it's like by the time this win goes under the radar, because by the time you fight again, everyone's forgot. So especially if I'm healthy, I am very healthy right now. No injuries. I'm in the gym twice a day training, so it'd be nice to keep this momentum going while I can. Because when you get an injury, a broken hand or a broken foot, and you're out for however long, you'd be wishing to be keep fighting. So yeah, hopefully we have something locked in soon. Whether that's August, I don't know. I don't know when. July, August, I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, I can understand why people would avoid you. You don't seem like the ideal fight for anyone at welterweight. And looking at the division now, I mean, we saw recently, obviously, Jack Della Maddalena win the belt, and Islam's moving up. How exciting is it for you to be part of what feels like now the UFC's most stacked division from bottom to top? It's filled with young, hungry contenders.
Yeah, there's a lot of names coming through now, and I'm glad to be one of them on the lower level of it, coming up to the top 15, and then hopefully break into that. So it is nice to see and nice to be a part of, obviously, in that division. But to be honest, every division has that time. I feel like next month we could do another interview, and I reckon we could be talking about lightweights being the number one division. It's so chops and changes so much that yes, it's great right now because everyone's talking about welterweight because it's just happened. But when the lightweight title fight happens and everyone's talking about how stacked that division is, and I think every division has their time. And yeah, there's killers on killers in the division. So I think there is in every division, but I'm focused on welterweight and whoever I have to fight. My aim is to be a world champion, so I'm not avoiding anyone. I will fight whoever that is on that contract, and yeah, it's a stacked division, so everyone's good, and I'm just as good. So we will find out.
And is there just a final one for me? And again, I can't thank you enough for your time today, mate. Is there a name in particular? I mean, you don't seem like the type of guy to do call outs, but is there a name?
Not at this level, no. I think one more fight, whoever they give me, closer to the top 15. I wouldn't mind someone in like the 20, 25 bracket. Like I think I'm like 40 something in the world the last time I was told. So someone that's going to get me that a little bit closer. And then obviously then I'll start calling names out because there's only going to be 15 people ahead of me that I want to fight when I'm in the top 15 because I want to be a world champion. So yeah, anyone that gets me closer to that top 15, but I haven't got a name particular. I think everyone's getting matched up. So I'm hoping I just get someone. Fucking sign me up. I don't care who it is. Get me to that top 15 and then we'll start getting some names together.
Absolutely. Well, I can't wait to see you back in the cage, man. I'm very excited for your future and a big fan of yours. So thank you very much for joining me today, man.
I appreciate the support, man. Thank you very much. And we'll speak
Thank you
again
very
soon.
much. Hopefully after your next fight and next win, man. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much.